that new whip. Hey, who's that do trip?
And we're live.
Welcome to Bet Records, where we talk about hot topics, ideas, and all the shit you really want to hear.
Hot take of the week. Trenton's eardrums are not working properly.
They're blown.
You know what else is blown?
Yeah, turn me up a little bit in the headphones. Yeah.
You know what else is blown?
What?
Jason Garrett.
What? Who did he get blown by?
He got blown by his fucking team, dude. He is donezo. Jason Garrett is Audi 5000, baby.
So, New York Giants offensive coordinator. I mean, do you really think it's his fault? I mean, we kind of talked a little bit about this before. I mean, Daniel Jones is going on his second, third year maybe now.
Mr. Jones needs to go back to fucking looking for lost treasure, dude. He's not fit for the NFL, dude. Mr. Jones needs to go look for that lost ark. He was a lot better at that.
God, dude.
You mean Davy Jones's locker?
No, Indiana Jones.
I thought we were talking
Don't you know Indiana Jones?
Yeah, he should be running away from balls instead of throwing them at the other team, huh?
Isn't that Han Solo you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it took you a second to be sure.
But yeah, he's Audi 5000. I don't know. He's not very good. I don't give him, I'm not, rooting for him, but I also think the Giants are fucking hot garbage, so...
True.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's not really his fault, but it is at the same... I mean, your job is to make the offense better, so if you're not doing that, you're obviously failing.
Obviously, right?
Yeah.
So you guys think, obviously the coordinator is not gonna. They're gonna try to find someone else to work for them.
Yep.
Where else do you think the Giants have to look to succeed, to try to get better in the next 5 years?
They need to get rid of Daniel Jones, and they need to use this top draft pick that they should get this year. Look towards
Besides Detroit.
Yeah, besides Detroit, towards somebody in the future.
Yeah.
And speaking of Detroit, are they going to get their first win this week?
They might. It sounds like some rumored reports are coming in. I believe they play on Thursday, on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, usually
they
do.
play against the Bears, and some new rumors have been spreading around today even of Matt Nagy, the head coach, being fired.
Of the Bears, correct?
Correct, of
Yeah,
the Bears,
yeah.
of the Bears, yeah. Bears head coach. Someone announced, this is on NBC and also Yahoo Sports.
You said CBS even picked it up, right?
Yep, CBS. This one right now I'm looking at is Yahoo Sports. And yeah, basically they said after the Thanksgiving game, Matt Nagy has supposedly been notified that he is donezo after Thanksgiving. But
That's kind of fucked up, though, to, kick him out before the game even happens.
This is the season of gratitude.
I mean, I guess at least they give him one more game's worth of pay. It's like it's like an NFL 2-week notice is what he got.
basically,
But I mean, he probably gets paid a shit ton per game.
Oh, sure. I'm sure he makes more. I'm sure he makes more than 6 figures a year.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. But yeah, he was hired in 2018, and they're basically announcing supposedly again that he will be fired within the week.
Did you see? I don't know. This kind of we can come back to this. It's kind of derailing this, but did you see how much LeBron missed out for that little scuffle he had in the NBA game the other night?
Only one game.
Yeah. Do you know how much money he missed?
Per
It was
game.
$280,000 for that one game he missed.
Damn.
Guess how much the Isaiah what's his name? Isaiah Stewart?
Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah.
He missed 2 games. Guess how much he missed for his 2 games?
Probably 100K.
Less.
50K.
Less.
Wow.
20K.
Higher.
30K?
Higher.
37.
Higher.
42.
Lower.
40.
Higher.
41.
Ah.
Oh, you're too slow.
41,000 for 2 games. So that
Damn.
means he's getting paid 20,000 a game, which is still really good money.
Ridiculous. Oh, yeah.
But holy shit.
Yeah.
So
put that in perspective,
LeBron took it in the shorts for that one game.
That's fair.
Do you see that though? That guy, he hammer fisted that guy.
I've looked at it and looked at it. I think I sent it to you on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
But there's a slow motion one of it going back and forth, and really they're just trying to box each other out, I think. And I mean, I think a game suspension for him is fine. Like, I think it was unintentional, and it looked fucking bad. Obviously,
You
he's
see his
bleeding.
face?
Oh yeah, it
Dude,
looked
he looks
fucking
like he
bad.
just got out of the octagon.
But
bro.
yeah, he kind of, he opened his fist. Unfortunately, he was kind of trying to. It looked like he was trying to push with his shoulders. It kind of slipped, hit his eye, and then his hand kind of opened and kind of grabbed his face and
Yeah.
around his eyes as well,
Yeah.
which kind of I think where the blood maybe stemmed from at that point. But I mean, if you're a professional basketball player, how many dudes did he push over to try to get to LeBron? I mean, this Stewart dude pushed over 3-5 dudes. I mean,
Yeah.
if he was a tank.
A lot
It was
of
fucking funny,
officials
great. But yeah, he's throwing officials and his own team
I
trainers on
think
the floor.
What do you think happens to that guy?
The Stewart? I don't know. Well,
Do you think he gets
No.
he gets more punishment than that?
No, I actually watched a couple of videos about this as well, and that's definitely the most aggressive he's been, but he's been in situations like this before, trying
Yeah.
to pick fights, trying to be aggressive. He said in a post-interview, this is things that can make or break someone's season, just because it is a big, mood swinger, and, kind of momentum is a huge thing, especially in the NBA, and especially in these bigger series against a team like the Lakers, of course.
Where they're playoff contention.
Right, and if he was injured and season ending, pokes his eye out, whatever, worst case scenario, of course.
Yeah.
But at the same time, go ahead and whatever, look nose to nose and kind of beef about it or push a couple times like the NFL, whatever, but run around the whole court, throwing people to the ground, coaches that aren't training, they're not in the gym, they're not getting fit or nothing, they're getting thrown on the ground by some
Made him look like
idiot
fucking
that's not even
bowling
making that
pins.
much money. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what I thought was interesting, so this is LeBron's first suspension ever in his 19-year career.
Really?
And so what I was looking at, I was reading about it on Reddit, and this person, they compiled this like list of over LeBron's career of like supposedly other dirty plays by LeBron. So I'm wondering like why this is getting so much attention. You think it's because of all the hate that LeBron always gets about him as a player, and so this is just another way for people to attack LeBron because they just really don't like him.
Well,
Literally.
and I saw an interesting thing. I don't know. This is kind of like super a super touchy feely subject here, but I was reading a thing where they mentioned what it would have been like, and if it would have got as much attention if the player that LeBron hammer fisted was not of African descent and he was a white person or something like that.
Interesting.
I saw it was interesting. They were saying it probably wouldn't have got as much
Why? Why do you think?
Attention, you think so?
attention. Yeah.
Why do you think that matters
Why
at
did
all?
they say that? Yeah.
Just because the world and especially the America in general
course.
is mainly focused on this like race thing.
On the concept
So,
of race, right?
You think there would have been more views?
No,
if
it would have
was...
been less.
See that I
It would've
almost
been
think it
less.
would be almost more. If
The
people would
other
make
way
it a thing.
around,
Yeah.
if like say I don't know, like Steph Curry. Well, he's kind of isn't he like Puerto Rican or something?
Dude, he's definitely not white, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely not white.
No.
I think he's like mixed. or something.
That dude on the Spurs
sense,
we were
yeah.
watching. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
that tall dude on the
that
Spurs.
one guy.
Yeah, making threes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if he would have hammer fisted LeBron, that would have been a huge story.
You think so?
Sure.
And that's what
Yeah,
they're
okay.
basically saying is that it was it got a lot of hype, but it was just interesting to read that and see like, hey, would it have been different if it was
true.
different perspective.
a different perspective? Yeah, especially in today's world where everything is just crazy blown up for
hyper analyzed,
obnoxious
Yeah.
like this thing you guys sent me earlier today about this was it a Christmas parade or something?
Christmas parade.
Some dude got run over or
in
something.
Wisconsin.
Kesha incident.
Yeah,
Right,
dude, literally have not seen one thing about this. I didn't even
Yeah.
know about it till you guys said something. I was like, what are you
Yep.
guys talking about?
Yeah, there was.
Could not tell you.
It was. I don't remember if it was an early Christmas parade or I didn't.
Yeah.
I kind of remember reading.
Could
it
not
vaguely,
tell you.
But
I didn't.
Yeah,
I haven't seen one
I
post.
I see some stuff on Reddit about it, but it's not that big either. So
Yeah.
it's just like
It's interesting to see that like these like some dude. What did he
Yeah.
drive his car through a
Yeah.
parade?
Yeah, basically
Yeah,
there was
it's,
quotes like he
let's see
was
here.
not letting up on the gas.
And
basically.
did he kill people?
I believe so. Let me look. Hold on.
Yeah.
There's
He ki-
definitely a handful
Yeah.
injured. To say
So he
the
killed a
least.
bunch of-
Six
Yeah.
people killed, 40
Yeah.
injured.
Yeah.
6 people killed, 40 injured, and I haven't seen shit about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, child struck
fucking ridiculous.
Child struck during the incident died on the hospital Tuesday, bringing death toll to 6.
But you're telling me every major news outlet is gonna post this thing about LeBron hammer fisting this other guy in a
Yeah,
basketball game?
That's really big. The question of what is the most important thing.
Dude, it's ridiculous nowadays. It's so that's why the media is like everybody just rips on the media now because it's just all political based. Even you know what is interesting?
Yeah.
If you guys have a second, is to watch that Kyle Rittenhouse interview with what's his nuts from Fox News. It's an interview. It's like
yeah.
an hour-long interview. He's doing a whole series about it too on Netflix, I think, or something like that.
That's
Okay.
an interview from Fox,
dude,
not Tucker Carlson.
Tucker
Oh,
Carlson.
it's Tucker
Yep.
Carlson? Okay.
I couldn't think of the name.
I don't know.
Dude,
don't
I
really know
watched a
Fox
10-minute.
personalities either.
I watched a 10-minute clip. I was expecting it to be obnoxious,
Mhm.
but dude, he actually laid out like just straight facts. Like he didn't go Fox about it where they try to spin it and all this other
Yeah.
stuff.
Write their narrative.
Yeah, right
Yep.
there. He didn't do that at all, dude. He was like, you know, he wasn't taking a gun over state lines. The gun was actually already in Wisconsin. He actually wasn't going there to protest. His father lives in Kenosha. He wasn't just randomly there. He actually works in Kenosha County for a lifeguard thing.
Sure.
And like they just went through and he tells the story on why he was even out there and
Yeah.
like he was I guess he knew the car lot guy whose car lot he was protecting
Yeah, it
or
does seem
whatever.
Like there are a lot of misunderstandings.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
actually like laid out all the like
Oh yeah.
the straight because that's what honestly
The actual
I think
facts.
I
yeah.
think that's what next generation. I know we said we talk about sports, but I know the next generation media. I think it's going to be a lot more straight facts. Like right now in
Yeah.
the current light, it's hey, how can you spin it to get the most clicks?
Yeah, right, of course.
Whereas I think next generation news is going to be a lot like when TV first started, where it's actually just straight news.
Yeah, well, that would be nice.
Because now people are like,
Hopefully
hey, you're going to give me the facts? I'm going to listen to you.
I bet. Yeah. Well, and that's honestly, I mean, not even just news shit, but I mean, even YouTube clickbait, this and that and the other thing, and
It's terrible.
It's
Yeah.
unfortunately the news doing the exact same thing because they see, oh, if we talk shit in the title about this person, then have a fine, 5-minute segment or something, like then we're gonna get a bunch of clicks and whatever.
Yeah.
Like make it look way worse than it is.
I think that is
Yeah.
the direction that is coming. Yeah, there's a lot of
Authenticity.
crackdown. There's a lot of crackdown of like governments that want to like step down on the way social media is like set their algorithms and
Yeah.
sort their news and stuff. Like we see a lot with the Facebook whistleblowers. Like
Oh,
that.
dude, Facebook is the
Yeah,
worst.
Facebook is the worst, and that's if they can go after Facebook and make them like fix their algorithms and not
Dude,
do all this spread of misinformation, that will be a big step in that direction.
Yeah, dude, I get clickbaited on Facebook probably like 6 times a day, dude.
Yeah.
I go through their news thing just to see what's on there, see if I missed anything throughout the day. And then I see a title and I'm like, really? That happened? And then I click
Yeah.
it and it's like some stupid shit. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, god damn it.
And it's
they
one
did it again."
paragraph.
Yeah,
and
and
then
they
there's
did it
3
again.
other things underneath it.
Yeah, they did it again. God, sons of bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it
no,
happens
yeah,
like
I see what
every
you're
day,
saying.
dude. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I would highly recommend that. It was just a 10-minute video I watched, and it was really interesting, to say the least. Because, you
Yeah.
get... I don't know about you guys, but I've been getting really salty about all these stupid posts people have been making. Like,
Yeah.
being like, oh, why did that happen? Oh, he should have never got off the charges. Oh,
Yeah.
he was in the wrong. Everybody else was in the right. And I'm like, dude, did you even watch the trial?
Yeah.
Like,
The dude's not even
It
100% white, bro. Like, it's some white kid that did all this shit. Okay, it was all
it's just,
quote unquote.
and
but,
it's not
yeah.
even everybody's fault who's doing it, but it's just the way media portrays everything that they just spin it to make it sound a lot worse than it is, and a lot of people just don't. They
Research it.
They don't research.
They don't
Yeah.
double check.
They don't double check. They
Yeah,
just see the first thing they see, and they're like, okay,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
what they have.
this is what it is.
Yeah.
And
That's it.
That's it. That's all they do. They don't fact check. They don't double check.
Literally.
They don't ask their friends. They just take that and then they cling to it. And
Yeah.
that's an issue.
Yeah. No, it certainly is. I mean, and you see all these comments. Oh, I can't believe he was acquitted on all these charges. I mean, this and that and whatever. And it's like, did you even watch it, dude? I mean, the defense or whatever they're called.
They even
dude,
knew they fucked up.
It was they're literally idiots. The witness they're brought to the stand
Dude,
says,
and that's a whole
I'm in a gang, whatever kind of thing.
That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
part of doing your research
it's-
and figuring
those,
it out.
Those prosecutors, I don't know what
Yeah.
their deal was.
Yeah,
Me
they
and
were
Justin
doing a
were talking
terrible
about
job
this
there.
the other night, but
Yeah.
those guys were donkeys, bro.
Yeah.
We don't have no idea how they got their law degree because those guys are stupid.
And it's funny. I was reading some comments too about the case. It's like usually in a case like that, like the judge will usually be like very favored towards the prosecution, but the prosecution was so bad, like it was so
So
hard. for
he
the judge.
literally
Yeah, like-
pointed a rifle at the jury with his finger on the trigger. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? In a gun case,
Yeah.
you're gonna do like, dude, you just look so stupid doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
That was a
it's
whole
just
mess.
crazy. And I just last thing before we can jump back. Again, dude, I highly recommend this video, this segment, his interview. They talked about in the video. There's actually this African American man who, in the beginning, jumps up and like kind of stomp kicks him in the
Sure.
face. You'll see it in the video. It's like the first person who jumps on him when he's on the ground,
Okay.
and Kyle Rittenhouse actually doesn't even know the name of this guy because the defense or the prosecution didn't want to bring him on because he had like drug charges or gang charges or
Yeah.
something like that. And then when the defense like kind of demanded it, the guy, what did they say? The prosecution said he wanted like immunity or something, and they weren't going to give it to him. So he said he wasn't going to testify.
Weird.
Or it was something. It was
Something dumb.
some weird
Yeah, some weird
formal thing. So he doesn't even know who that guy is yet. And there's a whole thing behind that about how because he was an African American man, so they didn't want to push that in there because then they'd turn the narrative
Right.
Okay.
a different way, which is kind of an interesting thing in itself.
That's another perspective as well.
Yeah, but again, if you guys have a second, check this
okay.
out.
Alright.
Another thing to check out, Jonathan Taylor, 51 points this last
my
week. Holy buckets, dude. This dude is a monster. I knew I was a little nervous doing what I did in this fantasy draft.
Me too.
Get-
First two picks.
Giving up my
that
keeper.
too. Yeah.
I had Tyreek Hill, which the year before he was one of the best fantasy players.
Yeah. It's not doing very good this year, right? Is it?
No, he's not.
No.
So I'm fucking. I don't know how I came up with that, but I decided to drop him and take the first pick in basically the non keepers.
Yep.
To get that first pick, and because I finished second last year and picked up Jonathan Taylor. Holy crap, dude! He's paid off so well. I don't know what they put in his Cheerios.
Yeah. It's the only reason when they're winning games, the Colts, honestly. I saw
oh my
Wentz has 10 points last
God,
week.
bro.
Yeah.
Wentz did not do very good. What's Hazard doing?
Dude, Jonathan Taylor, he's putting that team on his back. He's not even that big of a guy either.
No.
We need some of the weight to go back to Wentz. That would be nice. That would be very.
You have Wentz?
helpful. Yeah, I have Wentz.
Yeah, he's got Wentz.
Don't you have Garoppolo?
I have Garoppolo, but Wentz honestly was doing a lot better than Garoppolo for most of the
What's
season.
Garoppolo been doing?
He's not doing very good, honestly. He's been getting like barely 15.
Yeah,
Wentz is getting 20 like every week for
Really?
a while. Yeah, at least 20.
yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Jesus.
Cam Newton is back.
I saw that too.
Jonathan Taylor, he's one of what I want to say like 5 players in fantasy that have ever hit that many points.
Oh,
Or
I
that
Yeah.
wouldn't doubt it.
51,
Yeah.
dude. I looked at the after game and I was like,
Yeah, I saw.
all
his
right, I won this
statistics
week.
Yeah. There's 4 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown,
That's like
plus almost 200 yards.
That's like Justin in
Yeah.
the semifinals of last year's championship when
Alvin
Kamara went
Yeah.
for 6 touchdowns.
Jesus.
He had like 70 points just in that guy.
Yeah. Pretty much. But yeah, Cam did lose by 6 points, 2 field goals to
They
Washington. They did lose.
Really?
Cam is back. Got 26 fantasy points. 2 pass touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, almost
Pretty
200
good.
passing yards, almost 50 rushing yards.
Yeah, I know he
But-
played like a beast.
I did. I love that when that notification came. I believe it was on Sunday they played. Cam Newton throws a 30-yard touchdown pass to McCaffrey. Woo! That
That's
was
double
the
points
best
for you,
thing.
isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yep, because McCaffrey had 21 still as well. Still fine. Not
Yeah.
30, 40 like he was last year. But
Yeah.
he's still
doing it.
a consistent 20 every single week, honestly.
Yeah.
So I can't complain there. My only 2 wide receivers on my team now are both rookies, Jalen Waddle and Darnell Mooney.
You could always pick up Rashad Bateman.
No. No, Lamar Jackson sucks.
If you watched a good, cool, 3-4 weeks ago podcast,
oh yeah.
we talked about this trade
Oh, I forgot about that. Yep.
on Wyatt's team, and you can listen back if you'd like. But I was like, that sounds like a bad trade. And you know what happened the day after Wyatt declined the trade?
Yep.
I think Cole dropped both of the players he was trying to trade.
For sure, Bateman. I don't know.
You
about
know,
that
for
one.
sure
Oh,
dropped
God.
Bateman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think that was good that we.
I knew there
That
was
was so
something
sick.
going on,
It was
dude.
good. We called the league investigation for that, man.
Yeah, dude. I was like, this is just a terrible trade, dude.
Called the PI on that one. Private investigator.
Yeah.
We
I thought that was hilarious when I saw him on the
Me
waiver
too.
wire.
Me too.
I started cracking up, dude.
We should almost bring that up, but I'm back in 8th place, dude.
I'm surprised. I made it up to 3rd.
That's true.
I'm on like
Bottom
a 5-game
2,
win
the
streak.
top,
I
yeah,
think we
yeah.
were the bottom 2.
We were literally after first week, yeah. I
Yeah.
think you went up after that, but yeah,
Wait, say-
don't think I'm
say-
getting to 4th, but it's fine.
You say where are you trying? What place are you in?
8th.
Oh yeah, eighth. I thought you said ninth.
What do you need to get to playoffs?
I need to be
Top 6 or what?
nope top 4.
Oh, you're only doing 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we
I wasn't
had,
gonna change it
was this
halfway
say-
through.
Another notable thing is we had Adam's team last week who had 100 points on his bench, right? Did he have
No,
like,
that
Oh
was
yeah,
pretty
dude.
funny.
Well, I talked to Adam that night, and I'm like, well, I can like quick log out and switch the players for you if that's what you want me to do. I'll wake up in the morning, I'll switch him, and I'm
Oh
like,
my
dude, you
God.
have Nick Chubb on your bench if he was injured, but you gotta play him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course I'm gonna play him. Whatever. Yeah, no, he didn't look at it, so I was like, God damn it, dude. They talked to him the day or night before.
Yeah, and he didn't do it.
Nah, didn't switch it. Nope, didn't switch it. That was definitely a fail. And speaking of fails, the newest running back for the Tennessee Titans, Adrian Peterson, has failed to make the cut. Back to the practice squad for AP. Let me pull up his stats
Yeah,
again.
I
'cause
think we
saw
talked about
that.
this pre-podcast
Yeah.
here. I didn't think they sounded all that bad.
No, he only played 3 games. He had 9 fantasy points in the first one, 2, and then 5. For fantasy, wasn't huge enough yet, but it was only because he didn't know the playbook for the first
Yeah.
part. I mean, you probably don't know the playbook for 2 weeks, maybe
Yeah.
even the 3rd week. I mean, you're not doing the preseason
You're
stuff.
swinging
You're
it.
not in the
So
bye
game
week, right?
game 1 that he played.
So, yeah, game 1, he had the rushing touchdown, which gave him almost double-digit points there. He had 10 rushing attempts for 21 rushing yards, that touchdown, as well as 1 target and 1 reception in the air.
How many yards?
That was 5 yards.
Okay.
Yeah,
First
it's
game, that's okay.
Right, it's all PPR. You get something thrown at you, you better catch it, right? His second game of 3, 8 rushing attempts for 21 yards, so same
Better.
yards
Yeah,
about.
better.
Yep. 1 target again, 1 reception for -1 yard, so it was a loss. It just as a game script, whatever. Can't give him nothing there. Then the final game against Houston, 9 rushing attempts, 40 rushing yards,
Yeah, that's
2
not
targets, 2 receptions,
Not bad.
4 yards
Yeah,
reception.
I mean,
So-
the stats aren't
No.
honestly that bad.
No, they're really not. He was
I mean,
still
they're-
averaging 3 yards per carry
Yeah.
in 3 games when
It's
he was
not-
never suited
yeah,
for the offense.
It's not fantastic, but I mean, what do you expect out of a veteran running back? I guess I don't really see why the demotion. I don't really get that
Yeah.
based on those numbers. It's not like he rushed like 10 yards for 10 yards or 10 times for 10 yards. Like
Right.
8. You said the last game was what? 10 times for 40 yards.
Yeah. Yep. About 40 yards was his
That's
last
not
game,
bad.
right?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's not bad.
Yeah, and basically I guess they're waiving him to move this other guy up from the practice squad, Dontrell Hilliard. So might want to keep that one on your radar. But he's a practice squatter, had 82 total yards last week. He had 7 rushing attempts for 35 yards on the ground, 10 targets, 8 receptions for almost 50 yards receiving. Wow. So, it's kind of looking like that was kind of a game script thing. Tannehill only did have like 8 fantasy points this week. No, he didn't have a good week at all. But nonetheless, this might be, the new guy behind McNichols as well, whether they go 50-50 or this guy is more of a, not Swift. Who's the other guy with Swift on Detroit? The backup dude. Whoever it is. It's going to be one of those things where they split it and they're going to dump it off to a receiving back. That might be this guy. Might be better for PPR kind of situations here.
I probably wouldn't mess with him.
It's definitely a gamble. If you're risky and have AP on your bench, you might as well make the trade. But otherwise, I don't really see the point.
I don't get it. Yeah, I would just avoid that running back core. I would focus
they don't
on
know what
receivers.
They're doing. Yeah, they don't know what they're doing anymore at any point of the ball. But someone that does know what they're doing, OBJ. He has agreed to receive all of his Rams contract via Bitcoin. Is this? We've heard a couple of athletes do this within the past year, especially within the past year, as the crypto craze gets more and more hyped. Q-Tip, do we think this is a good investment? I mean, we're seeing Bitcoin
Smash
go down
or pass?
again. Yeah,
I think it's a smash. I think I would do it honestly. Yeah, because I mean, realistically, if they do the dollar cost averaging, like I was talking about, like where they buy certain amounts like every couple of weeks or so, and that's when it gets paid in. I think he'll make more money because it's like the USD currency. There's inflation, and there's like some growth, but you're not making money on your money. Here you're getting your salary. You can almost make some money on your salary because of the way Bitcoin goes up or down.
Well, and OBJ doesn't really need any money either.
Yeah, I'm sure rich. He's already set. Yeah, he's already set. At this point, it's just like getting his investments from his job. It's like almost like
honestly,
it's like he's
doubling down.
Doubling down. There's another idiom I was thinking of too, but I can't think of it right now.
Yeah,
another idiom,
like figure of speech. Sure.
Like what?
Figure of speech. Figure of speech. But yeah, so I think so. It's a Cash App deal. It's done through Cash App. I believe he's the second NFL player to do it. Rodgers is the first to do some of his salary, but he's doing his whole salary.
Full.
Unlike Rodgers.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out for him and goes from there. Yeah.
Some craziness.
Did
you guys hear about the money truck in California that back doors opened on the highway, huge ass highway? And
no.
See, other media thing. Going back to that, but all right, Josh, let's go back here a little bit. So you're driving your truck, right? You're driving home. You got the windows down. You're living the Cali life, right? It's 5-lane highway.
I used to have a money truck.
It is a money truck,
you
but
don't drive with your windows down in the money truck.
Yeah. You're not in the money truck, okay? You're in your truck, driving home from work, chilling and whatever. This truck's in front of you. All of a sudden, boom! The back door's open. Money flies sky high. Both lanes of traffic. All these cars are stopping in front of you. Do you get out? Do you help them clean up
and
robbery? Put in?
No, it wasn't a robbery.
Nope.
It's just like the door fucked up and all the money started flying out.
Yep, they forgot to lock the door. What happens? You're, let's say, 10 cars deep behind this. What are you doing?
I'm getting out and getting some money, dude.
Yeah. If I was there...
That would happen?
Yeah, a bunch of people literally... Yeah, it's on TikTok. You can see all these people like collecting money off of the highway, picking it up. Yeah, obviously people taking the TikToks, like those people are gonna get caught for sure, because like they're literally documenting themselves taking it. But like I would have just done it, got back in my car with my day, and like bring home a little extra money tonight for the bar maybe.
Yeah, we were talking about at work, kind of like the right thing to do is to get out and help them back, because basically what they did was took garbage bags and went to the ditch, shoveled money and threw it in the garbage bags and threw it back in the truck. Like, they're not going to bill it up or ban it all and shit, right? Obviously, in the middle of the road. I believe they still have, like, 25%, if not more, of the money missing. Damn. I don't remember the whole value of it, but, yeah, there was all these videos and stuff. And basically, the cops said, hey, like, if we track these serial numbers down and we get you, you're going to be in trouble. If you return the money, then like you'd be doing your city a favor, and we let go all the charges, kind of thing, and whatever. Yeah, people basically just kind of parked and whatever.
Do you think they really have the serial numbers for every dollar in that?
Right.
There's no way.
Right. That's kind of the thing we were talking about too. Like maybe for a fourth of them, maybe you could guess the range. Let's just say bills 1,000 through 5,000 were lost. Like that's the serial number, for example. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, if there was millions, you're gonna have no idea unless they were all freshly printed. I'm assuming they're from an ATM. That's random, money
Random
in there.
bills,
so right, so
It seems so unlikely. Yeah, if anything, like you just sit on the money for a while and then just maybe pull it out like a couple years down the road.
that too, yeah, no, that too. Throw it on your mattress,
Yeah.
get it out, and get her going.
A little boomer safety.
Yeah, and
Boomer and in the pooter.
in the pooter.
That was bad.
That was pretty bad. But this
Speaking of the pooter, we're about to take a dump on YouTube. Be sure to follow and subscribe, baby.
yes, sir. Hit
Wait, we do have some original content hopefully coming out this week, right? It's Friday. Is that what we're looking to release?
new song Friday morning, Thursday night at midnight.
Original content produced by Matt Records' own Trent Benhausen.
First ever sponsored Lil G's Flow.
Trenton Bettenhouse.
Hoosen?
Yeah, Hooser.
That's too German now, I feel like. That's like over
Trenton
German.
Bettenhauser.
It's like overly German. Yep, that is coming out
Who's
Thursday
Trenton?
night. You will see that premiere
Who
on
is
our
Trenton
YouTube
Bettenhouse?
currently. Lil G Flow, baby.
We'll put our,
Oh, Lil G Flow. I know that guy.
Yeah.
we'll put the biography on the spot on the Instagram page for the song
A
drops.
biography. Giant nerd.
We'll
Period.
put something out there. If you guys go to our YouTube, make sure to check our link. You'll find our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that as well. You will see that song and a little video I got on there as well coming
dick
out
pic.
this week. I do have another pick, but it's fine. But we'll do that a different day maybe.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But thanks again for joining us as always, and we will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Peace.
Jose the dude trip. I like how she move it. I like how she move it. I got that new whip. Jose the dude trip. I like how she move it. I like how she move it.